So I've got some brushes here that are totally gunked up with masking fluid. They're actually solid. And this often happens when I'm using them with students. Brushes you can't really use for painting after when you've used them for masking fluid. You're best to keep them just for masking fluid. And what I'm going to show you today is how to get this gunk off so that you can reuse them for masking fluid. Two bowls here. I've got some white spirit. So I just need a little bit of that in there, and that's going to dissolve what's on here. So I'm just going to work it around. In fact, you can just leave them to soak, but it will start to dissolve it and I'll be able to get big chunks of it off. In this one as well. Takes a bit of work. If your brushes get gunked up like this, then you have to. So basically what's happening is the top layer is dissolving, and then you can scrape it off with your nail. You can see my fingers here, look, it's starting to come off. So you can buy all sorts of products that remove masking fluid, like ones that are basically turpentine, orange turpentine. So they smell a bit better. If it's the same thing, and white spirit and terps are a lot cheaper. So it's just about slowly taking it off. So you see that layer has started to come off. So I'm going to soak it again. I'm just going to keep rinsing my fingers in the warm water. Bit of kitchen towel's good as well. It might take a while. You might have to do it a few times. So what I mean about these brushes will never be any good for anything else, but they will be good for using for masking fluid. It's just about dissolving that consistency. It's better now that you can see it dissolving off with the blue masking fluid. So these are two different masking fluids I've used. So this is actually a synthetic masking fluid. It's not a latex one, but it's still dissolving it the same way. So it's all over my fingers. So I'm just going to continue to work those, and then I'll come back and show you the last part. Okay, so I've continued to just basically follow the same process, which is dip it into the white spirit, give it a good scraping with my nail, try and wash some of it off my fingers, and you can dip the brush into the hot soapy water. It's just a little bit of washing up liquid, and it is at a point now that it's very nearly clean. You can see I've just continued to work it. This one, it's not a lost cause, but it's totally solid. One of my students has left this to dry and it's just a total solid ball. So it just needs soaking a lot more. So I'm going to leave that soaking in the bowl really. Now when you get to this stage, you're best to go towards the sink. So I'm going to carry the tripod. We're going to go this way. And we're at the sink. Just angle this a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to use some washing up liquid and squirt it directly onto the brush. So now we need to just break down the white spirit really. So we're going to use a bit of hot soapy water just to rinse this through. And again, I'm still doing this with my nail. I'm getting it right into the brush. If you want to be able to use this for water soluble stuff, you just want to get as much of this white spirit off as you possibly can. And the soapy water will do that. And then just rinse through. It'll never be perfect. It's had masking fluid dried to it, but you will be able to now reuse this for masking fluid. So you can see it's nice and soft. Hope that helps.